Hi, I'm Ellie. We are alive and so we feel. And we are spending our lives walking around trying to feel a certain way, all the good stuff, yeah. And avoid feeling other things. And there is a good reason for that. Because when we become overtaken by our emotions, when we're highly triggered, we lose consciousness. We lose our ability to choose, to see clearly. And to know clearly what actually is going on. We get lost in our emotions. We can. And so the practice of opening as consciousness is the path to becoming your own alchemist, to not getting lost, swept away in your emotions, to being able to respond in a way that is going to move you towards what you want, away from what you don't want, a way to have more peace, a way to have strong resilience, to be able to get through difficult things. That's what's up. So that's really good. We can save ourselves from a lot of suffering when we learn to open as consciousness and work with our emotions. And this is like a muscle. So when I say open as consciousness, I mean come out of the mind and into the body, into this present moment. It's not that we're turning off wisdom or thinking. All kinds of things come in when we are in a meditative state, when we are not intentionally thinking. Because it's a muscle. With my intention now, when I quiet my mind with my intention, unless it is an extreme circumstance, my mind quiets. And when my mind is quiet and my focus is in my body or in this present moment, information comes, knowing comes, clarity comes, illusion is revealed. So this is opening as consciousness allows us to open up to wisdom. And it's through opening as consciousness that we can do all those things. So when an energy, an emotion is felt in the body, it's felt, it feels very uncomfortable. There's energy that is activated and moving through the body. And if this energy is very uncomfortable, like anger, for example, it feels unpleasant in the body. But what is also happening is there is so much meaning and story that we are giving to whatever has just made us angry. And it's that story, which may or may not even be true. We probably have to become scientists to figure out in each moment if it was true or not true. It's the meaning, and the meaning's deep. The meaning, it's about what that means about you, what it means about your future, what it means about what other people might think, whatever it is. There's so much meaning that we give. And when we open as consciousness, we come out of the thinking mind, the intentional thinking mind. It's okay if thoughts come in. Come out of the thinking mind. The story is not there. So there's stillness, consciousness. We're opening as consciousness. Now we are connected to the divine, infinite source of wisdom. So in this practice, we will come to know ourselves. We will become our own healer. And we will be the one who creates safety, a feeling of safety within ourselves. Being able to ground in difficult emotions. When an emotion arises, as you have practiced opening as consciousness, no story. And if a story comes up, you just observe it. Interesting. When an energy is activated in your body, powerful energy, uncomfortable, from this place, we can gain the wisdom by just being present with whatever we're feeling in the body, the very uncomfortable sensation without the story, we will come to know what is evoking this energy in us. We'll be able to have an idea. Once we have the idea, once we know what we're feeling, it could be just that you had a bad day at work. You're angry. You had a bad day at work. You know what it is. In whatever situation it is. Now we don't need to keep thinking. The thinking is just feeding the energy. It's creating anxiety and worry. So if we are feeling an uncomfortable energy, the first thing to do is come and open as consciousness and come into the body and drop the mental story and just feel whatever sensation is in your body. If it's overwhelming, using the breath is really, really helpful. Sound, nature, beautiful tools for this. And we can just become curious about what's going on with us, but we're not giving it any importance. So we are not anger. If in this example with anger is moving through our body, it has activated in our body. Some situation has created in us some form of threat. We feel our boundaries have been crossed. This is a protective energy, anger. It's a Oh, I lost my train of thought. So we can feel anger. We are not anger. We are experiencing anger. We can figure out why we're experiencing the anger. And once we do, or if it's too intense and we don't want to do that, we just need to ground immediately. We can just let go of the story, use our breath, and just be present in the body. This is an embodiment practice. We're just feeling the sensation, and it feels very, very, very uncomfortable. But as we do that, without the story, open as consciousness, quiet mind, observe, you become the observer. We actually create a separation between us and our emotions. So there's the essence of us, the deepest essence of us, the part of us that never changes, consciousness, love. And then there's the emotions that we are experiencing. And so the more that you do this practice, the more that you create this space between you and your emotions, and the more you become the observer. So you can see clearly, you can know because we're not creating a story, we are able to gain that wisdom. We can see that, okay, we gain whatever wisdom we need from this experience. There might be something that we need to give ourselves. There might be, this anger could be coming up because we are in an environment that needs to change, and this is our body's reaction to letting us know. Maybe there's a relationship that we need to let go of, or so it could be anything, but we gain knowing about ourselves, which is good. The emotions don't have to overpower us. We can actually become so grounded through this practice. Quiet mind into the body, into the present moment, by doing open-eyed or closed-eyed meditation or mindfulness. We strengthen the muscle. We can feel grounded peace while we feel intense. Like right now, I'm actually feeling an energy in my body, an intense energy. There's no story, so it's just a sensation. I know what it's from. It's from little aggravating things that I have to deal with. So I don't need to go in and be with the story at all. I know what it is. And so I'm just feeling the sensation. As I'm doing this, I become more and more connected with peace. I have nature on in the background. I'm just allowing myself to deepen into the essence of me and be with me in this moment. No problems right now. I'm having fun doing what I love, speaking with you. We can also open our hearts to feel love and be the ultimate alchemist. Love is the most powerful energy. And when we are feeling anything, and it's tough when it's like anger or grief, like really, really heavy emotions. It's hard to activate love, but it's actually, again, it's a practice, just like we open as consciousness, as a practice, as a muscle. Opening our heart as love is like a muscle, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So big. The more that we open as love, as a practice, we can feel like anger, for example. We can feel anger, and we can, after we've figured out what it is, we don't need to do any more work. If we open as love and just feel love energy itself in our chest, it will meet with that energy of anger, and it starts to alchemize. It changes it. When two energies come together, they change. So it will start to like loosen up the anger, the love, and the consciousness, the quiet mind, love, present moment, anger, evoke love intentionally. It starts to loosen the anger, and peace starts to settle in. The stillness settles in, and you are completely at peace. This is possible as a practice. We are so powerful. We are so powerful in our ability to heal ourselves through this practice, because sometimes emotions arise and they're big. It's a wounds coming up, and we might be getting memories of, just an example, being rejected. Maybe that's a deep wound, and through whatever emotion you're feeling, because you become the observer, you create that space between you and your emotions, which are not you, but you are experiencing from this grounded place of open as consciousness. Now we have clarity, and we can, with that wound, if it's a rejection wound, we can know that we need to, maybe we need to not reject ourselves. What part of ourselves are we rejecting? We might have subconscious beliefs that we're not aware of. That's why they're subconscious. Still affecting us though. So we can really become our healer, and we are our own healers. Other people are torches of light leading us home. Other people we can receive codes by listening to other people. We can help each other remember. But we are our own healers. And this is a powerful way to improve all aspects of your life, because emotions can wreak havoc on your life and they can cause suffering. And so I found that this practice for me has so profoundly reduced my suffering. I don't suffer anymore. And I love that. So I wanted to share that with you. There's definitely a lot of emotions going on in this day and age. So, well, I'd love it if you would speak to me in the comments. Tell me how you're doing, what you want to talk about. I'd love it if you'd like this video and support me by subscribing. Yes. And I will definitely connect with you soon. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.